regular season of the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Curtis. Kurt, let's get right to the action. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Miami's offense has the football first here today. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kurt.
And Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
They're going to run it. Has the first down and more. And solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. A first and 10 play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To throw, it's St. Clair. Receiver makes the grab.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Hurricanes have first and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. They'll hand it off. They'll bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback looks right, caught, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense comes out for their first possession today. Kurt, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Dropping back, it's Madsen. He looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run it here. Running with purpose. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down spotted near the 41. Looking for a gap. It's Brown. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Running play called on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. That run good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. He'll hand it off. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. And the Canes will have 1st and 10 here.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Canes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And tackled there by the defense. An important 3rd down and goal now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Scanning the field. It's Madsen. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of 1. pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made in space. Look out. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. It's a blitz look here from the defense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Change the pre-snap look now. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Throw to the running back in the flare. And ran out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right there at the line. No gain. The Hurricanes come up to the line in a hurry up. Third down. Short pass finds the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Hurricanes moving quickly down the field here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. To the air, it's St. Clair. He beat the tight end for a completion. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25. The Canes getting set on first and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Canes. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now the running back's got it again. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Breaks free. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a big gain. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now it's 3rd and short in the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. That puts them back on top. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Dropping back. It's St. Clair. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's past the marker and still going. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 21-17. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. from inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Back to pass. It's Madsen. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this ACC championship.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter, down by a couple of possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Looking to throw. It's Madsen. Defense is coming after him. It's a solid game. Moves the ball upward to 28.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
There's the handoff. Look out. Room to run here. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And the Blue Devils lining up here on 1st and 10. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try. Play on that ball.
The Blue Devils are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity. Shot here.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Tackle, but forced down.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Madsen. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. Bringing pressure. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was successful in his first attempt. This one a chip shot, 25 yards out. And that one straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And here's the handoff. Now it's second down here. And the same runner's got it again. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Makes a quick catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Here's the second down play. To the air. It's St. Clair. Screen to the wide receiver. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And the Canes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Broke out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the feet.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The sack sets up a second down and very long. Pulls it in. It's caught. Breaks into the clear. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach pushes him left back into the end zone. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. To throw, it's Madsen. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. They bring him down after a short gain there. Getting set. Here's second down. handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And he's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So here we go. We'll start the fourth quarter with a field goal attempt. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it. No problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Returner choosing to field this one. He tackled it at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a second down play. Keeping it on the ground here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. The Hurricanes will line up to boot it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Making people miss. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
And just like that, he squeezed the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Running out of time in the pocket. The short completion of the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send their punt team onto the field. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Picks up the first, looking for more. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The sure hands. It's Carr. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Miami. They couldn't stop him there. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they...
An important third down attempt for this offense. It's a shotgun handoff here. Running with purpose. Big time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Catch made on the right side. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call them...